Welcome to the Doctor Who Would You Rather series, where I put your favourite doctors, companions, villains and more against each other. These results have been taken from my Instagram story. If you wish to participate in future Would You Rathers, the link to my account is at the top of the description. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, subscribe for more Doctor Who videos. Great, I can leave the script now and shut up. Yes, I did have to read that from a script. Just because I'm too big brain for you. Alright, so yes, let's get into the first episode of the Would You Rather series. I've been looking forward to this. Alright, so the first Would You Rather is between stories. So I'm going to be going from classic Doctor Who to new Who and then differentiating between... Is that the right context to use that word? I don't know. I'll be going between them both, okay? That's all you need to know. Okay, so first of all, we have Genesis of the Daleks versus the Caves of Androzani, the Battle of the Giants. These are probably the two most popular classic Doctor Who stories, which is a bit mad to put against each other when you put them on Instagram. But the results are actually pretty well favoured into one story. So, approximately 29 people voted. 11 people, the lowest score is for 11 people, and it was for the Caves of Androzani, meaning that 18 people voted for Genesis of the Daleks, making that story win. Now I'm going to say what I would have chosen. Now, I would have chosen Caves of Androzani because I feel like Genesis of the Daleks does get massively overrated. I mean, it is a very solid Dalek story, but it doesn't top Caves of Androzani for me. Sorry, but it just doesn't. Alright, so now we go over to New Who, where we have the Stolen Earth, Journey's End, competing against Heaven Sent and Hellbent. Now this is quite balanced out. We've got a 50% to 40% answer here. The Stolen Earth does take the victory though with 57%. And let me look, it seems that 28 people voted for that, 16 voting for the Stolen Earth and 12 voting for Heaven Sent. I would have chosen Stolen Earth as well, because Stolen Earth is just absolutely brilliant. It brings all of the companions back. It's not even an anniversary special, it's just one great big massive finale. You got the return of Davros and the introduction for him into the new series, which is done amazingly. And when you see David Tennant's video diaries on the Series 4 box set, you literally see all of the companions getting so emotional over Davros being back, especially Sarah Jane, Elizabeth Sladen. Like, it's just great to see. And I feel like Heaven Sent is a little bit overrated, and I feel like it was a bit sadistic as well, like him having to kill himself over and over and over. I know I'm gonna get hated for this, but 'tis my opinion, so stay mad. Alright, so now we go on to the next category, which is Doctors. So we have, in the classic section, the 4th Doctor competing against the 7th Doctor. Now, people think that this is going to be an unfair ranking, but I don't think it was actually. I think it was quite a balanced ranking in my opinion. But obviously Tom Baker takes the win, the 4th Doctor takes the win, with 62% to 38%. How many people voted? 26 people voted on this one. 16 voting for the 4th Doctor and 10 voting for the 7th Doctor. Now, what would I have picked? I would have actually picked the 7th Doctor, who I have met in real life, and it's quite nice. I mean, the 4th Doctor has some really good stories, but I feel like beyond his scarf and his humour, there isn't much depth to the character. Whereas with the 7th Doctor, you have so much depth to his performance, like the darkness aspect and then the cheery aspect, and he can go from one to the other like that, and that's really why I would have gone for the 7th Doctor. But you guys voted for the 4th Doctor, so 4th Doctor takes the dub. Alright, so now we go to the new Doctors, and it's like another Battle of the Giants. It's the two favourites, the 10th Doctor versus the 12th Doctor. It's another 50-40 answer, but obviously the 10th Doctor takes the dub because everyone loves the 10th Doctor. And it was 54% to 46%, and 28 people voted, 15 voting for the 10th Doctor and 13 voting for the 12th Doctor. So it was pretty close. But what would I have voted? I would have voted for the 10th Doctor. Although the 12th Doctor's sort of awkwardness and, you know, humour is quite relatable, the 10th Doctor is iconic, and the 12th Doctor really isn't, like, there. Especially with the writing as well. Series 8 was okay, but it sort of went down from there. A little bit up at the end of Bill's series, but that was just because of the Mondasian Cybermen. So yeah, the 10th Doctor takes the dub, and I think I would agree with it because 10th Doctor's writing and, you know, Doctor was overall better, in my opinion. Alright, now it's time for the companions category. So we have two 4th Doctor companions battling in the classic section, and we've got Leela versus Romana, and it's another 50-40 answer, and it ends up going to Romana on 58% and 42% to Leela, which, in all honesty, I don't agree with. I think that Leela is an amazing companion, and it's such a switch up from all of the Doctor's other companions. Although it is nice having the Doctor, a Time Lord companion that he can talk to and relate to, I feel like Leela was such a breath of fresh air. Like, you've got something different, completely different. Because obviously she succeeded Sarah Jane, and Sarah Jane was kind of like, she took a backbench in most of the stories, getting kidnapped and stuff. And although Leela takes backbench in some of the stories, she does quite a lot. And I don't know, I really like Leela. Although I was very confused in Horror at Fangrock. I was like, is this a different actor? But no, it was just contact lenses being changed because she wanted to, the Doctor Who team wanted her to wear brown contacts in the first season for some reason, which is completely stupid. But yeah, unfortunately you guys voted for Romana, so well done, Romana wins. Alright, so next we have, oh, I forgot to say how many people voted for Leela and Romana. It was 26 people, 11 voting for Leela and 15 voting for Romana. On to the next one. Okay, so next we have Battle of the New Who Companions. Now, I wanted to choose two New Who companions that were quite similar. Sassy and is not scared to tell the Doctor off. I went for Donna and Bill, but I don't think I was very fair putting Bill against Donna because 26 people voted for Donna and 3 voted for Bill. So 29 voters in total, and that leads it to 90% to 10%. So sorry Bill, I kind of put you in an unfair position there because Donna is a legend, and yeah, I do agree with that. I think that Donna is better. So yeah, you know what, you guys are right on that one. Alright, so next category is the seasons. Battle of Classic Seasons and Battle of New Seasons. So with the Classic Seasons, as they're more relevant at the moment, I chose 2 seasons that have been released on the Blu-ray box sets. So I have chosen Season 12 and Season 19. If you want to find out more about the Blu-ray box sets, I did a Doctor Who discussion video on it, which took me ages to edit. So if you want to go and check that out in the description, go ahead. Or wait until the end credits of this video. Well, not credits, but the outro, because it'll probably pop up there. So yes, so we put Season 12 against Season 19. So Season 12 is like the Nerva season with Ark in Space, Revenge of the Cybermen, that jazz. And Season 19 is Peter Davison's first with Kinder, The Visitation, and Earthshock. So this is a 65% to 35% thing here. Can't really say thing. Battle, and it goes to Season 12. Surprise, surprise, Tom Baker again. But, yeah, I wouldn't have agreed. I would have gone for Season 19, but, only 9 people voted for Season 19, and 17 voted for Season 12. So, whatever. Basically, whatever. So, in the new series bracket, we have put Series 4 against Series 5. So there were 29 voters for this, and surprise, surprise, Donna comes on top again with Series 4 taking the dub. Obviously, I would agree too, because Maximus' first series was perfect, but it doesn't get more perfect than Donna's series, because you've got Partners in Crime, Silence in the Library, and then you've got Stolen Earth, Journey's End, which we have talked about earlier. And it's it's one of those unbeatable series, really. I think it's the best series of New Who that's come out so far. But, yeah, so we've got Series 4 taking the dub at 72% to 28%. So, yeah, well done, Series 4. Now we are moving on to the penultimate bracket, which is the villains. So I picked villains that are in both the new series and the classic series. So obviously I put Daleks up against Cybermen. Daleks came out on top, and I think I would agree, because Daleks are just Daleks, aren't they? And although Cybermen are also very iconic, they don't beat the Daleks. Cybermen only came in at the end of Hartnell Zero, not the beginning. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Daleks on this one. 62% to 38%, and 18 people voted for the Daleks, and 11 people voted for Cybermen, making 29 people have voted altogether. So, in the next villains bracket, I've put Ice Warriors up against Sontarans. And this was very, very close, actually. It's another 50 to 40% battle. And it's 54 to 46. Sorry, nearly said 50 again then. And it goes to the Ice Warriors. And honestly, I agree with that. The Ice Warriors are very iconic. And I feel like they had better stories as well. Like, they were in the Peladon stories. They had Seeds of Death. Nearly got them mixed up then. I'm a bad fan, I know. They've also got the new series stories, like Cold War, which is the only good story in the second half of Series 7. And you've also got Empress of Mars, which is probably one of the better stories in Series 10 as well. So, yeah, I mean, Sontarans also have good stories, but yeah, I don't think they match the Ice Warriors. So in that bracket, 15 people voted for Ice Warriors and 13 people voted for Sontarans, 28 people having voted altogether. So next we have a bonus category. So there's only one battle in this thing. Now the bonus category, in each video I do of this, it can differentiate from literally anything. It could be a monster up against a series. I know it doesn't really make much sense, but I just kind of wanted to have something like completely random and unpredictable in there to sort of like make it worth watching to the end. You know what I mean. So yes, this is the battle of the spin-offs. So we have the Sarah Jane Adventures, classic show put up on CBBC, versus Torchwood, which I believe was on BBC Three. So this one wasn't very close actually, it was 63 to 37%, and Sarah Jane Adventures takes the dub, with 20 people having voted for it and 12 people voting for Torchwood. I think that I would go with Sarah Jane as well, because overall the show was more consistent. As with Torchwood, you don't really know what you're going to get, because one episode can be literally amazing, and then another episode be absolute. So yeah, I'm going to have to go with Sarah Jane Adventures on that one too. So this has been the Battle of the Doctors, Companions, Stories and Villains. Remember to subscribe for future Would You Rather videos. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment as to what you would have put. And yeah, go follow my Instagram. Check out my fanfiction, although writing is coming along a little slow at the minute. And I promise I will try and upload a little more consistently than I am at the moment. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.